I like that song more at 11 o'clock at night. It hits different. It's a Friday night.
It does.
It's NDK After Dark.
Yeah, coming to you after dark again.
With this floor and like the carpet, like the vibes of this room at night.
Yeah.
This
and
is
the
good.
lighting and all of it.
And that song.
The studio is a completely different vibe at night than it is during the day.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Anyone that wants to come by and check it out, if you're local, you know us. Yeah. Check this vibe out.
Absolutely.
It's pretty wild. And we do have a third microphone.
Well, I didn't want to like spoil anything, but I did want to say like, and pretty soon, like
we're looking for some people. You can
pull up a seat on the couch.
Yeah, anyone. Like, well, not anyone.
Yeah.
Not anyone.
Mark from Australia, if you're out there.
Yeah, will the Mark from Australia please stand up? Where did you go?
The seat's waiting for you.
Yeah.
If you ever come to Canada.
It's a short flight. It's a short flight, I hear. God. But yeah. This is it. We're NDK After Dark. Yeah. What's going on this week, Dana? You had some stuff you were talking about downstairs. You were talking about
yeah, I was. Yeah. Like I asked you guys if you had seen these fucking clowns who were standing outside of these different places with their sign. What is it? Mass deportation now. Like their fucking banner of hate. And they're cool about it because they're all wearing like fucking ski masks, so you can't see who they are.
Yeah, real tough guys.
Yeah, real cool guys. Yeah. Real cool guys. And I didn't know if you guys had seen it or not, but like, that's wild to me. Also, like, just so that we're clear, you guys are fucking assholes. Like, it's fine to be upset about things that are going on. Yeah. In your province, in your country.
For sure.
But to stand there like fucking cowards with your banner of hate and like, what is that doing? Like, you need to follow the right channels, like talk to your legislation, like be proactive, like do something about it. If you have a complaint, put it in the right spot.
Yeah.
But,
absolutely.
And also, like, if you think you have enough balls to just stand out in the public with your fucking banner of hate, then don't do it with your fucking balaclavas on. Like, don't hide your face. Fucking come out for it.
Yeah, don't be a pussy.
Let everyone know that you're a real piece of shit. Let them know what you stand up for. Like, that kind of shit is just wild to me.
Yeah, it's like you said, if you got a problem, like, go about it the right way. Like, you standing on the side of the road with a banner isn't solving anything. You're just being a knob.
And it's not like that to me, like, is not a protest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even though they're going about it in like, the act of them just standing there with their banner is technically peaceful, but like what they're doing with that is not.
It's just useless. Yeah.
Yeah, you're useless. You're a fucking asshole. And if you've got balls enough to stand there with your fucking sign, you got balls enough to take off your fucking mask and show everybody what a real piece of shit you are.
Fair enough.
Yep. I'm fucking standing on that. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna see that happen in my community and like not say anything.
Right. Exactly. Like, we don't need that. You know?
We don't need that.
It's annoying. Yeah, we don't want to see that. You're not helping.
Yeah.
You're not actually getting your point across. The people that would actually have control of immigration aren't watching you on the side of the road with your ski mask on. So.
And even if they are, like,
what are you gonna get from that? Yeah. You're going the wrong way.
You're going about it the wrong way.
Protesting is getting a little wild anyway, like these days. Like, even like, and I don't have a stance on many things. I'm in a small town. I don't give, I have nothing to say because I'm not educated on these things. So don't jump on me. But like the Palestine and all that stuff, like the protests, like these people walking downtown Toronto, like taking over Toronto with their ski masks on and like being real tough and violent. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
what is this accomplishing?
And like they have these protests in front of Kitchener City Hall. You think because you in front of Kitchener City Hall are going to change what's going on across the world? Yeah. Oh, you know what, guys? We heard that Kitchener's having a protest. Ceasefire. It's over now. Kitchener put a protest. It's like, all right. And it's like, you know what? Protest, have your opinions, all that, cool. But like when you're interfering with everyone's lives who can't help you. What are we doing? But we don't need to go down that path. Like, it's
true. I get where you're coming from there, and I agree. Like, I don't have anything. Like, we live in a free country, so I don't mind you standing there peacefully. Like, it's just like that group that stands on the other side of the road at outside of Freeport Hospital about like no abortions and things like that. Like, they just stand there and they walk with their sign.
Yeah.
And it's no abortion, but like this other like, I mean, like, I get it. You can't like pick and choose, and you can't cherry pick like who gets to protest and who doesn't. But like, that mass deportation now banner, that doesn't sit right with me. It just does not. And honestly, those abortion people, they stand there as themselves with their sign. They're
not wearing a ski mask.
No, they're not wearing a ski mask. They believe in that, and they're coming out for it. And
for whatever side of that argument you're on, at least they're doing it honestly.
They are, and they're on the side of the road.
Yeah.
They're not blocking anything or whatever. But I don't know. It didn't sit well with me. And I think that if you really feel that passionately about it, that you need to make a sign and go stand out there, then you better not hide behind your fucking ski mask.
Yeah.
Come out for it then.
That's what's going on.
I mean, like, I know that was kind of like a hot take of, and there's a lot of gray area.
Yeah.
In protesting and what you're protesting about. Sure. But at the end of the day, we do live in a free country, but at the same time, don't fucking hide behind it.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's basically where we're at. Fuck off with your hate speech.
Yeah. Like, that's right.
Yeah.
It doesn't bring anything productive to the conversation. What are we really doing,
Yeah. And you're not going about it the right way. Like, it's fine for you to have an opinion about all that, but like, if you're just standing there with your fucking sign, like, you're not doing anything.
No, for sure. It's just whatever. It's so dumb. Like, yeah, I can understand your frustration with immigration and all that, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. That's not the argument here. It's just like, you're just being dumb.
Yeah.
You're just like, I don't know, like, whatever. It's my podcast. Like, abortion. Yeah. Women can do what they want, by the way. Like,
oh, yeah.
Fuck off.
Definitely can. Yeah.
Here's my freedom of speech. Like,
yep.
Get fucked. Anyway,
I'm with Rachel.
We're in the weeds. We're in the weeds here.
We are.
I want to save it. We're gonna save it. That's what's up this week. Dana's pissed about those protesters, and she's allowed to be. And we have a painting here. This is a painting that I have painted. I haven't painted since like grade 3, but there's a bit of a backstory to this. So this past weekend, Janine was having a Bob Ross paint night with her friend.
Yeah.
Who is new to drinking and couldn't handle her alcohol, and she got a little sick early on, and I was left to be painting on paint night with Janine. I was supposed to be on the couch watching wrestling DVDs. Turns out I'm painting now.
Will you come and paint with me?
Honestly, that's how it was. You're not even making it up. She was like,
and she showed me a picture of the friend just, poor girl, just passed out in front of the bathroom door, just fucking KO'd.
3 hours after showing up.
Poor girl.
3 hours. Like, I remember my first beer,
Yeah. So true.
But, it turned out all right. We had a positive paint night. It was good times. Like, I think, look at this detail. Like, I was drunk and I did this. Like, there's even like accidental. I looked at this later on, like the next day. There's accidental like symmetry here. Like, the colors are even. It's all spread different. Yeah. Natural.
It is.
I'm a natural. So that's what's going Picasso. On this week. Protests, painting, and new drinkers.
Yeah, well, she sent me a few pictures of both the friend and the paintings.
Yes.
Yeah, and she sent me pictures of her progress through her painting. And she's like, yeah, Nathan's already done. So here's his. Which it is cool, like, obviously. But and then she showed me the other painting before your friend went night.
Yeah.
And that was hilarious. It's just like a blob and a wiener.
Yeah. We still have it. It's around.
You're not going to get rid of that.
She can add to that next time she comes by.
You might as well put it on the wall and be like, hey, remember that one time?
We'll put it in the spare bedroom where she stays.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a good time, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I like theirs are bigger. I got the little one because I was a side thought, right?
Yeah.
So give me a bigger canvas and look out, Picasso. Like
you were like the participation ribbon.
All right. That's enough about that. We did have a listener again. Thank you. 3 weeks in a row.
So much.
We have listener submissions.
Yeah.
Mark from Australia has gone missing. Will the real Mark from Australia please stand up? We don't know where he went, but we imagine he's just busy. You know how podcasts go. You get behind.
Well, you know how life goes. Jesus.
I do know how life goes. I don't know how to stop sometimes. It's funny. Like a lot of people listening, like he's the laziest guy I know. But things have changed. All right, I'm busy.
You are.
So Mark gave us an idea, and then we called out the locals, and now they're talking.
Yeah.
The locals are talking. Now they're talking. So now we got 2 weeks in a row. Last week we were talking laundry cart returns.
Yeah.
You know, that was cool.
Yeah.
And we thank you again for that submission. And for the next one, we have more submissions.
Yeah, Dana, we did.
Do we name drop them or we just go on?
Yeah, Kathy DM'd me and she had some questions for NDK.
Yeah.
And the first one she wanted to ask is if we have any guilty pleasure songs.
Right. And you texted me this the other day. And I was like, this is awesome. These are sweet questions.
Yeah.
She gave us 3 and I liked them.
She gave us 3, yeah.
This one's hard.
It is hard because we also talked about this too, because I no longer feel guilty for my songs.
Mm-mm.
I no longer feel guilty for like the things that I like.
Yeah.
Back in the day though, I used to feel like guilty and I even hate to admit this, but like I felt a little shameful about my love for Celine Dion because she wasn't like cool. And like back when you're young, like you care about that kind of shit. If like most people do. I mean, I know I'm talking to you, mister. I don't give a shit. I never have. I don't give a fuck what people think.
Yeah, obviously.
Obviously. But yeah, like, you know.
Yeah.
I was not that kid.
You grew into it.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So the short answer is we don't have guilty pleasure songs anymore.
No, like, that's true.
You grew out of it.
I did. Yeah.
And so the funny thing is we're just kind of texting back and forth. And
yeah.
we both within the same, like I think I said it first, but I believe you were typing it. Like the dots were probably
the dots were there.
We're like,
I was like,
we're both discussing we don't really have guilty pleasure songs anymore because like backstory, like I've been listening to all kinds of shit my whole life. Like
Same.
My mom, like music has been in my life for as long as I can remember through everyone that's around me. So like,
yeah, same.
My mom would listen to what she would listen to, mom stuff, right? Yeah. And whatever, and I'd be jamming to that, like No Mercy, you know. Remember No Mercy? Like my mom did, right? Where do you go,
my lovely?
You know. That was a jam. Yeah. And like she was all about like Aquafit and like so she had all like the dance music and all that.
Yeah.
My dad rock music, obviously, like AC/DC, Metallica, Motorhead, whatever you could stuff in a Silverado's tape deck. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Like I grew up in a music household for sure. My dad had one of those like classic 80s, 70s like stereos. Like it had the tall one with the glass and like the speaker, the big speakers too.
Yeah.
And then he would get more speakers so that they would go on top.
You need more speakers.
Like speakers on speakers.
You do. You need more speakers.
He had the record player, the tape player. He had like a complete like audio whole setup. Like it was crazy.
Hell yeah.
Crazy. And he has a fantastic vinyl collection. He has fantastic cassettes. And then later on, as we know, like we moved on to CD. But yeah, my dad was really awesome in the way that, like, so I've talked about how we grew up and we had a trailer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the car ride there was like an hour and a half. And my dad would always play Who Sings This?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, training you to be good at music.
Holy fuck.
And my dad's, like, number one guy.
I'll smoke him.
Was, I don't know, was Bob Seger.
Oh, I want to play your dad in that game.
Oh, yeah.
You know that game, right? We've all played that game or something like it. Like
every week driving to the trailer in the summer or anytime in the car. Who sings it? Oh, yeah. And now we actually play this game. Phil Collins or Genesis.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah. We play Phil Collins or Genesis. And cool. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty good at it.
Nice.
Humble brag here, but I'm getting pretty fire at Phil Collins or Genesis.
You'll smoke me in that because I'll know like the obvious Phil Collins songs, but when you start mixing it up, that'll fuck me over for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a talented ear.
It's good game your dad introduced though.
Oh yeah, I've seen like GIFs and memes and stuff like that say like if your dad did Who Sings This, you grew up with a good dad.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, hell yeah.
And you know what? I know your dad. He's a good dad.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah. Well, we just talked about how he like taught me so much. Like all these blue jobs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. But like I guess where I was getting at with like that like random like I don't.
We didn't even say it, did we?
We haven't talked about it. But like I've always liked all kinds of music, pop music, rock music, metal music, hip hop.
Yep. Same.
The only path I don't like to travel on is country.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because we're from a small town. And growing up, everyone thinks they need to listen to country. So we got it. We've heard it all. I have my favorites. Like
some people
don't get me wrong, like Johnny Cash is awesome, one of my favorites. You know, like Shania Twain, loved her when I was younger growing up. Like who doesn't love Shania Twain? Guess not you. But you know what I mean? And I like, can you see it this week? No, the angle's not right, but like Old Crow Medicine Show, great, right? But I will not turn country on unless it's something that I really am drawn towards and it's rare. So I like everything but country. I'll listen to pop before I listen to country, and pop like can be really fucking bad,
yeah, it can be. It can be so fucking bad.
And like I've also like listened to like some offshoot shit, like that poster up there, him, like from Finland,
the him
like
poster,
I don't tell people. We want to talk about guilty pleasures. I don't tell people to listen to him.
No,
I love them. They're fucking whack. Like they're metal. They're like. They talk about it's like love metal is what it's called. They have like romantic lyrics with metal background. It's weird. I love it. So that's why I don't have guilty pleasure songs because I'll go down that fucking road. You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
But I guess we'll get to where we're getting at here. We were both gonna say, and I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. Steal My Sunshine. I will crank that song every fucking time.
Same.
Every fucking time. It's on my playlist.
Yeah.
I will. If it's on the radio,
bomb,
you know what I mean? I still remember the music video from Much Music. They're from like Canada, so that's great too.
Yeah.
Len is the band that sings Steal My Sunshine. They have that first album of theirs. It's pretty fucking good.
Listen, I consider them a one-hit wonder, so I didn't hear the whole album. Yeah.
You haven't heard that album?
No, not the whole thing, just the Steal My Sunshine.
Oh, no. They have like hip hop on there, weird ass like Biz Markie makes an appearance.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Holy shit. And Biz Markie.
It's a good album. And I used to work with a guy. I'll name drop him, whatever. It's not his real name. Johnny Goodtimes. His name was Johnny Goodtimes. He worked the bar where I used to work. He went on tour with Len as their bass player while I worked with him.
Well, yeah.
But how cool is that?
That is pretty cool.
It's fucking sweet, right?
That is sweet.
So, yeah. Len, Steal My Sunshine. We were both going to say it. That's our guilty pleasure song vote. But I don't feel any guilt because the song's fucking sweet.
Same. And I wanted to dial back into your country thing. Mm-hmm. What I tell people, because I'm not a big country person either, is that it's on none of my presets, but I know enough to get by at a Stag and Doe. And that I think perfectly sums up my relationship with country.
Yeah, you can sing
like I can hold my own.
Ride a cowboy.
Yep. I can hold my own at a Stag and Doe because they always have country shit on.
Especially Elmira.
Yeah. And because like some people really lean into it and that's basically all it is.
Yes.
Not everybody, but there's the specific people.
You all know them.
Yeah. You'll see them.
Yeah, we've all hung out with them. We've been to the same Stag and Doe.
Yeah, exactly.
If you like country, whatever. I just don't like country.
Yeah, it's not my jam, but there are artists that I love. But that's what I say when I talk about country. And then it's not a guilty pleasure, but like you were talking about weird bands that you like and things like that. Mine would be like Die Antwoord from South Africa. Like, I'm not a diehard fan of them, but I do like their good songs. Yeah. And that is not for everybody.
Right.
But there are definitely songs that are technically guilty pleasures, but like I'll just fucking jam all day long. Fuck.
Put you on the spot here.
I know. Well, I wrote it down because I knew that in the heat of the moment, my brain would quit on me.
Shout out to my brother who calls us out every week for not Googling things or going to our phone. I said, we need a producer. So if anyone wants to work for free to Google our shit for us.
But exactly. And fucking nobody asked you.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening. Anyway, it's Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship.
Okay.
And I fucking jam to that no matter where. It is like, it is everything to me. It is the song that never fails. I'm so fucking excited to hear it. And I'll just go so goddamn hard on it. It's ridiculous.
I have so many songs that just get me hyped for no reason.
Same here, but that one specifically always sticks out.
That's awesome.
If somebody's like, hey, what's a song? That's one of the first ones that I'm going to.
Hell yeah.
But another one that I texted you in our chat there, and you gave me so much fucking flack about this, but I've gotten so much flack.
Yeah, you're getting flack again. Bring it up.
Fine. I'm gonna.
Bring it up.
I'm doing it.
I'm gonna flack you.
Is Intergalactic by Beastie Boys.
Okay.
Which I put on a guilty pleasure. I put on as a guilty pleasure because I fucking love that song. It's another one of my hype songs. But I have gotten so much shit over the years, over the decades, really, because it's a lot of people's least favorite Beastie Boys song. And I mean, I don't agree, obviously. Like, I feel like the first time we ever talked about this in the chat, I felt pretty attacked, but I'm like, I'm on your side. We're saying the same thing. Like, don't get mad at me. Fuck.
I'm not attacking you. You were taking shots just by association. Yeah. Anyone, hey, Beastie Boys, Intergalactic?
Yeah.
It's a fucking sweet song. It's a fucking sweet song.
So good.
If you don't like that, then you don't like the Beastie Boys. If you don't like the Beastie Boys, it's just not your thing. That is not a guilty pleasure. You're allowed to like that song. Yeah. You're allowed to crank that son bitch in your car. You rock that shit and you don't feel guilty. That was why I came at you with heat. I was like,
so much.
You are allowed to love that song. Who the fuck doesn't like that song?
I don't know. Like, just
okay. Are we
I'm
asking?
Not trying to
did you go to a Beastie Boys concert and ask what's your top 10 Beastie Boys songs? Because maybe that song land at number 6. Because the Beastie Boys have some good songs.
It is. It's never going to be everybody's favorite.
Right.
It's not going to be.
But it's hype as fuck.
It is hype as fuck. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Gets the people going.
Speaking of guilty pleasures, like for songs, music, do you feel like you get a lot of fucking leeway considering you're a girl? For me, as a guy, like I'm supposed to like rock music or country music and like hardcore shit. And if I like something like pop or like whatever, there's a bit of, that's where you're breaking through the guilt wall. You know what I mean? Whereas a girl, you're allowed to listen to fucking everything. In fact, it's cute that you like all things. You're like, oh, she likes metal. That's cute. Or like, you know what I mean? But for a guy, you're going to put up some walls with some people. You're like, oh, that guy likes Slipknot. He's a nutcase. Or like, that guy doesn't like hard rock. Then like, you know what I mean?
But
He's soft as fuck.
We do get that.
Do you?
Because like, well, think about it. Like, think about like back in high school, like, and like if you were like a goth girl or whatever, Like there are some people would be like, oh, that's hot, that's cute, whatever, I'm into this.
Yeah.
But like in girl world, it'd be like,
exactly.
Look at her over there. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I'm talking for music though.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Like, because obviously then, like, you're blasting your gothy tunes and like, oh, look at that girl. Oh, hard.
Yeah.
And it's on, like, I think us ladies can all agree it's on a different level though. The way that girls throw shade is way different than guys who throw shade. When girls throw shade, it's a lot of the up and downs and you would like that. Or look at that girl over there. Or like, and there's, so, and it's all in the eyes, like, of the beholder too, right? Because sometimes you see all these pop girlies and you're like, oh, fuck. Oh my God, I can't even deal. I can't even fucking deal. Or like country girls, like, you know what I mean? It's all a look, it's all a vibe. And I feel like you get more judged on the vibe, but like the music plays a big part of it because that's what you're, that's what you're playing. That's what your vibe is. Can
I Bert Kreischer you for a second?
Go for
it. Pause where you're at. Yeah. I love where you're going. I just want to talk about country music real quick.
And that's so crazy because in the two of us, I'm the Bert, you're the Tom.
I'm 100%. Doing it today. I'm going today. I'm interrupting.
Sorry, We're switching. Dana. We're switching.
You teed me up where I wanted to go a few minutes ago. Country music. I'm not here to hate on country music.
No.
Like what you like. Music's music. Art. It's interpretive. Whatever you like. It's your thing. So growing up in a small town.
Yeah.
And I'm in a small town, Elmira. I don't even like we're country in the sense that there's Mennonites around us. There's no rodeo
we're in a
here.
Rural area and we're a small town.
That's even a stretch, right? But I have cousins that are out in the Bruce. They love country music. Love it. They're in the country.
Yeah.
They've grown up listening to it. It's in their blood. That's where it belongs. They're allowed to love it. And it makes the most sense. So Elmira, we're kind of in the gray area, right? We're close to Waterloo. We're close to like the big cities. We're hardly country. Let's be honest. Those people I was talking about, they're country.
Those ones back there.
Yeah. Those Bruceys, they're country. You know what I mean? Like, we are kind of country. Yeah. We've got the Mennonites. It's around us. We got John Deere dealership. We got all that shit. When I go to the cities, this is where you find your country fans. You find these like college girls are like, we love country music. And we like, where are you from? Mississauga, Kitchener. It's like,
what are you doing?
And then they're like, well, you don't like country? You're from Elmira. It's like, it's because I grew up with it. I've heard it all. It's just not, it doesn't do it for me anymore. But these chicks and these dudes that go to like Dallas or whatever, it's like, they are the least country people on earth. But they are the people that keep the country machine going. In the grand scheme of things, country music makes a lot of money. It's like pop music and country is right up there. People love it. People pay money for it. But you want to know who's paying all that money for it? Are these people that aren't country at all, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like these people out in the Bruce, whatever, like in these bums, in like country bumpkin towns, they're not spending money on music.
I feel like it's a half and half.
On the radio.
Okay.
The actual drive, the dollar, the big cities that have the concerts, like, it's all these people that aren't country at all. It's where I'm getting at. It's like, that's my thing with country music. Their biggest fans aren't actually people from the country for the most part. It's like, all right, whatever, fuck, And so if you run into me and I say I don't like country music, it's because I grew up with it. It's just like, it just doesn't do it for me anymore. It's just not cute for me. I'm not in college. I'm not a girl, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I'm a girl and I'm not big on country. I'm a real girl. I don't know. I'm on the fence. Like, I don't know how I feel about that, but
that's my Bert Kreischer rant. Go back to what you were talking about.
I don't even know where I was.
Oh no.
I don't know. I can't even replay it in my head.
Well, I feel bad for putting you off track.
No, that's all right.
It's okay. We're doing all right. We have more questions.
Oh yeah, we do. And the next one is, how much money would you need to win to retire? So like never work again. That is the next one?
We for sure skipped the first question.
We did skip the first one. Let's answer
this one. Let's answer this one because we have the least to say about it.
Okay, so like winning, for me, I've always had the number of 70 million. Like that's what I want to win.
Always.
Yeah.
They've just started giving away 70 million jackpots. How has that always been your thing?
Just started buying lottery tickets.
Good for you.
When it hits 70 mil.
Oh, and that's the worst time to buy it because everyone's playing. But you want that win. I get it.
I do, but I'll do like 50s and 40s too. Yeah. Like if it's just 2 million, I'm not buying a ticket for 2 million. And maybe I should.
You should, because that's the one you can win.
Maybe I should. But you know what I mean? But I guess like it doesn't have to be 70 for me to retire, but it would have to be like back in the day, like back when we were kids, I feel like $1 million was such a big deal. And nowadays it's fucking nothing.
It's fucking nothing.
Which
really
is insane.
And that's what's
that
gross.
$1 million is like nothing.
Yeah, like the song, I wish I had $1 million. That song sucks, by the way. But like you get nowhere with that. You have a house, which is a lot. Don't, I'd love to have a house paid off, but that's all you'd have. With $1 million, you can't retire on $1 million. No, not a chance.
No,
you might not even.
Not unless you're like close to the end.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So, I mean, the question is, how much money do you need to win to retire? I guess the bare minimum for me, whatever pays for my house, my car, and the rest of my life's basic bills. That's what I need because I don't give a fuck to stop working. Hell yeah. I mean, I have a good job. I don't mind my job, but like, I don't need to go there every day if I don't have to. If money wasn't a thing, fuck that.
When people say like, "Oh, what's your dream job?" I'm always like, I've never dreamed of working.
Yeah, my dream is to stop.
Yeah, like what? Like that doesn't compute at all. And I get there's some people that would be like, "Oh, but you're so bored." But if I have all that money, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm good.
Like, money can't buy you happiness. I always fucking say, grow up. Yeah. Yes, it can.
Fucking right.
Yeah,
whoever says that is just like talking out their ass.
Exactly.
If I didn't have to worry about fucking bills, worry about like my dog getting sick, or worry about my house getting fucking my shit, something breaking.
Yeah. See, I'm not worried.
I'd be happy to just.
Yeah. So, even like all these famous and millionaire people too, like even they like have troubles, and some of them obviously end their lives, and that's tragic and stuff. So like, money can't buy you happiness or whatever. Nah, see, the thing is that I've already struggled and grown.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm already fulfilled as a person.
Sure.
So, I'm going to get that money and
be happy.
Yeah, then money will buy me happiness.
I'm on that same fucking page.
I'm not picking up.
Celebrities, they have their problems too. Everyone has their problems that money can't fix.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what money can fix? The fucking other problems.
The problems I have.
Yeah, all the fucking other problems.
Yeah, I'm all good on the other stuff. Money's going to fix my problems that I currently have.
That's where we're at.
And see, I also think that my number in the millions has got to be bigger because as we all know, I plan to live to be 100. So technically, I've got 60 more years.
It's going to be a while for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a while. So like I'll need to win like a bunch of money.
Absolutely.
Because like with inflation and the way shit's going, like
fucking inflation.
Well, also like you gotta prep for that because like let's say you win like 10 million. Like 10 million today isn't gonna be what 10 million is
10
in
years.
20 years, 10 years, whatever.
Fuck.
Yeah, just like $1 million ain't shit now.
It ain't
like
shit.
I can't retire on
I absolutely would love $1 million. Wish I had it.
Yes.
But it isn't gonna fix all your problems.
No.
Yeah.
No, I can't retire on $1 million. Yeah. Are you crazy?
So there you go. I guess that's how much money do you need to win to retire? More than $1 million.
Definitely.
But how much would I love to win? At least 40. Because I have expensive taste. Like Janine, we were talking about this. She's like, well, I wouldn't have to move. Like we could be those people that don't tell anyone that we want. I was like, absolutely. There will be signs.
Yeah.
Like when I have 2 brand new sports cars in the driveway and I'm not going to work with them. People are gonna fucking know, like you know what I mean. Like you can try. I do know
because there would be signs as well for me, except it wouldn't be new shit as previously discussed. It would still be used shit. You would still not catch me in a brand new car.
And you'll be that motherfucker that wins the lottery twice. You know, there's so many like stories around here lately that people have done that, and like a mechanic won twice in Kitchener.
That'd be so fucking sweet.
Fuck yeah, because he's just living his life, you know, and just when he's just buying his lottery ticket. And I used to do that when I like worked in Kitchener. When I got gas, I just get a lottery ticket, whatever. I could do that in a lottery, but apparently I stopped that fucking habit. But like, you know,
even if I won a ton of money, like my house goals are not extravagant. No. Like I want a bungalow, a house that I can grow old in.
Yeah.
And like you know, I don't need a whole bunch of shit. Like, I don't need a lot.
No.
I'd rather have other stuff like toys and like I'd love a snowmobile. I'd love to get back into sledding. I would get a I'd get a camper van or a trailer
if you
or like
40 million, you'd have like enough snowmobiles for you and your friends to go out.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you need a giant fucking shed.
And it still wouldn't be new. It still wouldn't be new. We all know this. It's got to be used so I can use it and I can have
Don't feel bad about breaking it.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't even matter.
I hope you win 40 million and see if you change your tone.
Yeah, watch me.
I hope you do. So we can go snowmobiling.
I mean, me too.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like the oldest shit you've ever seen, but it's for sure
I will be buying old shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to need like a giant, remember like Rame's parents' house?
Yeah.
That giant fucking shed?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need a place like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to put all my Camaros, my El Caminos, my Chevelles, my fucking Skylines, my Supras. I'm going to need to park these things somewhere.
Yeah.
Because like you say you can live a simple life with your toys and not much.
I really can.
I'll have a small house. But look behind it, that fucking Amazon warehouse full of shit. That'll be me.
Yeah.
Cars and fucking stupid shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have like the Dr. West Studios will be a real studio. I want like that giant fucking board where you like push the fucking knobs and shit and you have like the glass wall.
That'd be amazing.
That'll cost me a couple million.
Yeah. Yeah, that would.
And like the shed for the cars, couple million. The cars, like. So yeah, answer the question, how much would it take to retire? Whatever pays the bills, but how much do I fucking want? 40 plus.
Yeah. Like I want that 70 mil. I don't know why, but it's always stuck in my head. I'm like,
sounds
nice. I feel like 70 would be good. And then, for all the shit that I want to do, like I'd get a new vehicle, but like a new to me one still. Like you're not going to catch, I don't even care. Like I fucking hope I do too. You're not going to catch me in a new one. Like, not me. It's fine for other people. And please don't think that I'm judging anybody.
We're not judging people that can afford their cars.
Me, it needs to be used so that I can use it. Like, a car that costs like 150 grand. Oh my God. I'd be paralyzed. Like, I can't drive this. Like, any little thing that happens, I'm just going to lose it over.
If I win $40 million, I'm going to be okay with that.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm going to be upset.
She's going to win it. Because that's good vibes right there.
I'm going to be so
That's
upset.
Good vibes.
I'd be so upset.
We got to hit another question. The one we skipped, we had first on the list.
Yes.
Our first concert.
Do you
remember your first one?
100%. 100%.
Did you like it?
Fuck yeah.
So let me start then.
Yep. Okay.
We're going to end on a positive note.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
My first concert sucked. Anyone that knows me, I've been to a few concerts. At this point in my life, more than I probably should have been to. Probably can't hear right because of it. But anyway, my first concert was D12.
Oh, wow.
D12 sounds fun, right? When you're young, you're like, hell yeah, D12's coming to Toronto. Buy tickets. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
D12 rips. Like, no disrespect to D12. Great couple albums,
Yeah.
Anyone that doesn't know them, D12 is Eminem's boy band, essentially.
Yeah.
Where there was 6 of them, and they had split personalities, and that's why they were named D12.
Yeah, Rob was really into them.
From Detroit. That's
how I know them.
So I was an Eminem fan growing up. Still am. Great guy.
Agreed.
D12, great albums. And I was young, naive, thinking I'm going to go see D12 in Toronto. Well, when you go to see D12 in Toronto, you don't pay attention to what's going on. Eminem has a criminal record and isn't allowed across the border. This is why no one has seen Eminem since the Up in Smoke tour in Canada. He hasn't been here since like 2001 or 99 probably, whatever the date was. So I bought the tickets, and then you find out later on, Eminem's not coming. It's like, whoa. All right, well, it'll still be fun, guys. It'll still be fun, guys, right?
Hashtag disappointment.
Right?
Hashtag whole reason I'm here.
That's right. So we went, and then there was the opener, I remember. Like back in the day, I had knew his name. I can't remember it now, and no one else will know him either. But he was okay, and we got there, and I stood beside a fucking giant speaker the whole night because it was at the Docks.
Beside the speaker.
Have you ever been to the Docks?
No.
So the Docks is it was a nightclub in Toronto down on like by Cherry Beach. It's the docks, and it's cool view, cool venue. Back in the day, they had like pools and like go-karts and all. It was a big facility, kind of fun little jam, but it was just like a warehouse with speakers in it. And at the end of the, like behind the stage was like a beer fridge. It was the bar. So
is that like Ontario Place? Like old Ontario Place?
No.
All right.
But like, so the
Not
bar was the stage.
myself.
So I remember like Bizarre from D12, like grabbed a 40 from the bar and just like, dunk, 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 just drank it all. It was okay show. Eminem wasn't there. We're standing beside the subwoofer. So if like the Dane Cook fans, like, you remember the joke, we're like, I think I'm in the subwoofer. Like we were in the subwoofer. And that was my first concert ever. And it was not great. So first concert, D12, but quickly I'll explain. My second concert was great. I did go on to see Green Day on the American Idiot tour, and that was fucking sweet.
Nice.
If you like Green Day, you'll know that album rips. But yeah, I don't want to go on. I've seen so many bands. If you want to talk about concerts someday, we can, but fuck me. Like, my first one was shit. So Dana, what was yours?
My first concert was in, oh man, I forget how old I was. Like, I was in junior high for sure. And it was Treble Charger. So that's pretty decent. And we saw them at the Davidson Center, and which sounds like it's like an auditorium, like a place to go see concerts. No. It's the fucking arena in Kincardine.
Hell yeah. 100 million people voted my way now.
Yeah. And so because we were so young and underage, so it was like an all ages event. So the adults were like on the floor so they could be like right at the stage. And us, like under 19, we had to be up in the bleachers, which was caged off with like fence wire.
Chicken fence.
Yeah, chicken fence, wire. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hilarious. It was awesome though. Like, that was amazing.
Treble Charger.
Yeah, Treble Charger. I feel like
better
that
than
was
D12
decent.
minus their top talent, you know?
Yeah, that's a bummer. Yeah, but no, that's mine. And at the Davidson Center in Kincardine, Ontario. Shout out.
Shit.
And yeah. So yeah, that was great, but it was a bummer to be like up in the stands and like to see everybody like right at the band, because obviously if they're playing at the Kincardine Arena, like, let's get real and call it spade.
It's not that fucking big.
Like, it's not that big.
Yeah.
So but I love those shows. Those are the ones that I love the most, because then you can get like so close to the band.
That's fun.
Like, I still talk about one time getting sweated on by USS at fucking Riverfest. Oh, I never wanted to shower again.
Janine's got a story like that. She grabbed Zach Wild's leg one night. She just like grabbed it onto it. She's like, oh, he's so fucking hot. I was like, well, I mean, he is.
I mean, I'm here too.
Yeah. Well, no, I can't argue with that.
Thanks for making me feel special.
But fucking guy's jacked as fuck. Big beard, long hair, with rips guitar better than fucking most. Can't argue with that.
Can't compete.
Can't compete with that shit. Yeah. I have a guitar. I don't have a beard. Like, it's just not the same.
Nah, it's not the same.
I mean, I know we had discussed having a hard out earlier, but do you have a favorite concert that comes to mind? Or like a 3? Because it's tough.
I do. Okay. So it's not necessarily a concert.
All
so my friends and I, we used to always go to this bike event, like motorcycle event, called Ride for Sight.
Yeah.
And they had their headliners that would play. And the one year it was Trooper.
I was gonna say Trooper. Nice.
And they put on the best fucking show.
Hell yeah, they did.
And it's not just because we were under many influences.
No.
No.
Yeah, I've seen
Trooper. They
are
so fucking good. Their songs are just as good.
I saw Trooper at this show.
It's meant to be. Look at there.
Keep going.
Yeah, no, so it was Ride for Sight. I'm pretty sure that year we were in Aurelia, because you gotta like go to like the spot that they're having it. And they played, and it was amazing. I just remember just being in awe of them. It was so good. And I don't like when you go to a concert and Like, so I love Blink-182.
Yeah.
I love Blink-182.
Where
I
are
do
you?
not like them in concert.
No.
They don't sing the songs the way that they sing the songs. There's a lot of chit chat in between, which is okay sometimes, but other times I'm just like, sing the next fucking song.
Yeah.
Like,
do
you remember K-Flay at Riverfest?
No.
Being so fucking awkward in between her songs.
Oh,
it was very
like
Kristen Stewart
Scott
vibes.
Stapp at Creed.
I fucking hate that.
I saw that at Creed, yeah.
Just sing the fucking song.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but no, Trooper was amazing.
They're so good live.
They're so good.
Did they open with Here for a Good Time and close with Here for a Good Time?
I couldn't tell you that.
When I saw them a few years ago, they opened with that song and closed with it.
That's awesome.
This is the only band that could do that.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, they're good.
They're so good.
Yeah.
I'm so glad my brain didn't fuck me over.
Hell yeah.
And I thought of it because I have been saying that's like the best one. That's the best concert I've been to for years.
Shit.
For years.
Fucking years.
Yep. Fucking A.
I've seen
April
too many
Wine
to
was
pick
pretty
one.
sick too.
That'd be fun.
Yep. But I mean, a lot of really good bands at Riverfest always. Shout out to Riverfest.
Riverfest, except for last year. You guys are great. I don't want to like bury you, but like shout out to Riverfest. You're great.
Like as soon as you weren't paired with the Edge.
You could tell.
Yeah. Like no offense to all the people who love indie music and the radio station that they've currently paired with. Nothing but love, but nope. You're like I was really upset and I had so many people ask me about Riverfest. Like, or because they know I go.
So you go every year. Yeah.
And you've seen me there.
I ask you about it.
And
I've seen you. I've been with you.
Be there by myself.
We've been there,
like, I go by myself. Like,
yeah.
I'll go anywhere by myself.
Yeah.
But, like, I've gone to Riverfest so many times, just me.
It's a great time. It is so cool.
Good.
Like, have you ever been there in the daytime when it's not Riverfest? That park looks so small. Weird. It's not even like it's the same place, but they jazz it up. They put the paper mache mushrooms and the weird trippy shit and the lights. They do a great job.
Walking the dock there.
That dock's so cool. And they light up the trees in the river. You guys, shout out to Riverfest. You do a great job.
Big shout out to Riverfest.
Last year wasn't our jam, but like I've seen Monster Truck there.
Oh.
Metric. And you know, talk about guilty pleasures. Like I'm a guy who likes metal music. I'm not supposed to like Metric, but Metric's fucking awesome.
Metric is fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. Anyone that doesn't like Metric, get fucked. And
get fucked.
So cool to see them in Elora at Riverfest.
That was amazing. I've seen a lot of my bucket list bands there.
That's cool.
For sure.
Nice. I haven't. My bucket list bands are fucking expensive. But like I don't have a top concert. I just want to like cap it off. Like the time I saw Black Sabbath is a standout for me.
Like
the first time I ever like the fucking Black Sabbath.
Like I know, like I was gonna say, is that the time I went as well?
Probably.
Okay.
ACC?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Such a cool show.
Yeah, like
I'll never forget
10
that.
years ago,
yeah.
Right? Yeah, then I was there.
That was so cool.
Yeah.
I loved that. Seeing AC/DC.
So I also saw AC/DC
right?
when you saw AC/DC because I saw you guys in the fucking McDonald's parking lot afterwards.
Exactly.
And
in Milton probably.
In Milton. And there's a whole bunch of that story that
could be its own. Yeah.
No, I was going to say that won't ever be talked about on the podcast. And those who were there know exactly why.
Sign up for our Patreon. She'll tell that story.
Yeah.
But
I'll do some stuff for money.
Like Black Sabbath, AC/DC. Like there's so many concerts that stand up. Pantera. I saw Pantera a couple years ago. That was so fucking cool. That whole crowd was like in it to win it. It was so awesome.
Nice.
And there's another standout of mine with your boy Raim. I don't remember who wrote an exam that day. It was me or him. And we left from the school and we drove to Toronto. And we got into some trouble, and I was so messed up, and so was he. It was Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie. What a wild show. And the lighting that Rob Zombie brings a huge show.
Yeah.
All of his monsters, all of his robots, they're there.
I've heard.
The fire, the wild, crazy shit. and the lighting, it was just the right vibes on a summer day at the amphitheater. And I just, for some reason, I always think of that one's another like throwback and one of my favorites. And I've seen Black Label Society like 800 times, but like I've seen Zach Sabbath, another one that like I will never forget. I'm a fucking dork. But anyway.
No, I
love
what I mean?
It. Like so
you
many
know,
concerts.
I know what you mean.
Shit. Like
I know.
That's why I love it. And it's, sad nowadays because concerts cost you like a mortgage payment.
Much.
So I don't go as many as I used to, but.
And it's not just the concert. Like usually you have to travel and then
that's the factor.
It's either who drives or are you getting a bus or you getting a limo, like depending on who you're seeing. Mm-hmm. And then are you staying overnight? Are you whatever?
It all, the ticket price is one thing. But you got to factor you're going to be drinking, you're going to be eating, you're going to be out that day.
That's what I do like about Riverfest in Elora
it's
because
down the road.
It is down the road. And especially on like Saturday, if I want to see somebody in the afternoon, I can bomb it down for that. And if I want to, I can go home and come back. For the headliners at night.
And like we love Riverfest. We love Maxwell's for that too.
Yes.
Local venues, support your local venues in this crazy time. When everything costs you $300, I wanted to go see Nine Inch Nails. Like I wanted to buy tickets this week for that because I've never seen them. I was like, I'm going to go see 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Try to get my seats. $275.
Oh my God.
We're not talking about Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, or Eminem here. We're talking about fucking 9 Inch Nails. Like someone's going to buy it. Good for them.
Yeah.
But and I'm not. Like,
no.
And that's what concerts are like these days. And that's why I like a good local show.
Yeah.
To say
agreed. Well, like, and I've said it before, like my favorite band is USS and they have always had small venue, really reasonably priced shows. And I love the beaches as well. Same deal
Hell
with
yeah.
those
Shout
ladies.
out to the beaches.
Shout out to the beaches.
I also love the beaches.
Fuck
and I'm guilty pleasures. Not afraid to admit those girls rock.
No, they fucking rock. They're amazing.
Yeah, I saw them in Kitchener a couple years ago.
Yeah, same.
Good.
I've seen them a couple times and they're so
good.
fucking good.
Yeah, shout out to the beaches.
Shout out to you ladies. Yeah. You're fucking straight up killing it.
They are killing it.
Straight up killing it.
They're huge in Europe right now too. And selling out fucking arenas.
Canadian gals.
Fucking right.
Yeah, fucking right.
Metric beaches,
Yep.
We gotta as Canadians, we need to stick with these local bands.
Yeah, we do.
Because with the price of things, they're the ones we're going to be able to see. Like, it costs 9 Inch Nails too much money to travel. That's the real problem here. Like, everything costs money. So, the buses, the staff, the crossing the border, it's all a fuck around.
Yeah.
So, we're fortunate that we're close to Metric, the beaches. It was Monster Truck. They have since split, but we've got some good local shit.
Mother.
Right? So take
A.
advantage of your local venues, your local bands, because shit's expensive otherwise.
Shit's so expensive.
And we are lucky to have good bands around us.
Yeah. And like medium-sized venues to go and see them at. So that it's still like a smaller show, but they still come around because it's worth it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you to your friend for asking these questions.
These were great questions.
They ate up our entire half hour.
And as always, if you have questions, topics, anything like that, let us know. Like,
send them.
Yeah.
Send them. Absolutely. We love this. This has been great. Like, we have things we want to talk about, and we usually don't talk about them in the last few weeks.
Yeah,
and this is great.
This has all been just like
we're just banking it. We're going to talk about it
eventually.
This has
all just been like viewer content.
All that matters is what you guys want to hear. So if you're listening and you're adding things to talk about, we're going to talk.
Get on to Dr. West Studios. Like, subscribe, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe wherever you get podcasts on YouTube.
Yeah,
follow us on Facebook.
Please, thank you.
Instagram.
It helps us in the algorithm.
Yeah.
We see that you're listening. We love that you're listening. And we really do appreciate everyone who's still with us. We know who's out there. We see the numbers. We get a report for it. But it would really help us if you liked or commented or subscribed to our stuff for the algorithm, which is a complex system. We don't even want to try and understand. But to get more people to check it out, it does help us if you do those things. We would greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, we would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's leave it at that this week. It was supposed to be a harder half hour. We talked about it. We're going to do a half hour. I think we're setting a new record this time.
Oh my God.
But
and we're only halfway.
Like
we're only like halfway down the board. Crazy.
There's no board. It's just out of our mind.
Oh, right.
But yeah, no, the board is really full, and that's awesome. This is great. Thank you.
The board.
Yeah, the board. Thank you to our listeners for submitting the questions, the comments. Yes. What you've been adding is great. You've helped us out. It's so fun to talk about things you want to talk about.
Yeah, so, hell yeah. Thank you so much.
Learn how to handle your liquor. You can paint gems like this. Mm-hmm. And we know you're going to be one of our first listeners next week, and we appreciate you, you pukey girl, you.
Yeah, and girl.
Thank you, everyone who listened. Thank you for submitting your comments, your questions, your topics. And we're going to sign off here on our longest episode ever by accident.
Yeah. It's supposed to be one of the shortest.
Yeah, hit
the music.
It hits hard at midnight.